In the heart of Ghana, a movement has been blossoming for the past 2 decades. One that empowers our youth to protect and sustain their communities in a sustainable development manner. This is the story of Eco Schools Ghana. It all began in 2004 when Hilda Opoku stepped into a classroom with a mission. For 10 years, she taught school pupils the importance of caring for their environment, instilling a sense of responsibility and stewardship in the hearts of young minds.
I had seen how Ghana was developing from a green economy, more or less a circular economy, to one where more and more new products, specifically plastics, were coming into the economy, and how the country was not prepared for this new waste that didn't degrade by itself. So from my experience back in Norway, I knew that the Eco School program could help shape the mindset of both students, teachers, parents, and communities, but also give practical input to how certain issues could be solved when it comes to sustainable development.
In the years between 2008 and 2013, educators in Akosombo and Trondheim, Norway, implemented a cultural and environmental exchange programs for school pupils. This program aimed to enlighten and broaden their views on our shared planet, fostering mutual respect and understanding, responsible citizenship, and sustainable development. In 2014, Eco Schools Ghana was officially recognized as a member of the Foundation for Environmental Education (FEE). The program took root in Akosombo International School, setting the stage for transformative environmental education across the nation, known as Education for Sustainable Development. From 2017 to date, Eco Schools Ghana has expanded its reach, monitored by the Center for Sustainable Transformation, CEST. Through partnerships with, among others, the Norwegian Embassy and UNDP, public awareness in general has been on the agenda as well, particularly aimed at curbing the plastic menace in Ghana. Schools in the Savannah region joined the initiative, embracing sustainable practices and becoming beacons of hope for their communities in the north.
We ran a project with Pinnacle Star called the Operation 1,000 Bottles, where we tried to make a whole house structure made up of waste bottles. Now that structure right now is almost becoming a tourist site where you have people stopping to take pictures with it and people using it as directions to go somewhere. Oh, the bottle house here, the bottle house there. And I feel it's been a good motivation, and it has showed clearly what we can do with this program if we implement it well.
The Eco Schools program in Ghana has become a cornerstone for delivering education for sustainable development since its formal launch in July 2014, when Akosombo International School hoisted the first green flag in West Africa. The program has since then expanded its reach with presence in communities and schools all over the country.
Some later development is a plastic-free school project, which was launched in collaboration with the Ministry of Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation, MESTI, and the Ministry of Education Schools, in which schools like Accra Technical Training Center and St. John Bosco School took bold steps to eliminate plastic waste, transforming their environment and instilling a culture of sustainability.
Waste management is a shared responsibility, and this message must get to everyone everywhere. And we are not supposed to leave anyone behind. School children are the hope for the future. So we believe that passing this message through them, it will not only end up in the school environment, but they also carry the message to their community, to their friends, to the country at large. And our future will be very, very, very assured for us, because we believe in sustainability. That is why we want to target the young ones, so that they can carry the message across into the future.
Completely in the country, and also what can be made out of it, what businesses can be made out of it, because the plastics, even though we see it as waste, it's a resource in one way or the other, because it can be used to make other products. It can be recycled to make other products. We can recycle it, and then I know some people collect some of these broken bottles and all that, go recycle and make plastic chairs and all that. So how well can we all come together, see the plastics as a resource but not the waste that we see littering around, make economic benefits out of plastics, and also save our environment ultimately.
And the partnership with Fidelity Bank to enroll additional schools, including Accra Royals, Bawulishi Presby School, and the others. Through this initiative, students learn to see waste differently, turning discarded rubber and paper into innovative resources that benefit their schools.
Eco Schools projects under the Encourage Impact Initiative, with the help of Center for Sustainable Transformation and our sector champions from the various sectors, have taken our students through the importance of waste management, sustainable practices, and instilling a sense of environmental responsibility among our children.
The winner for the Eco Schools Fidelity Orange Impact Project is
But the journey hasn't been without its challenges. Funding limitations and varying levels of awareness, among others, have tested our resolve. Yet, with every obstacle, we found new opportunities to inspire and educate.
The main challenge, I will say, is the red tape, but also the fact that here you have to be hands-on when you want to implement something. In other countries, you can have a teacher's training, and then the teachers go back and do what they have learned in the classrooms or at the school. But here you have to be at the premises to make sure that what has been taught is actually implemented and meets certain standards and qualities.
Our commitment remains unwavering. We will continue to expand our programs, embracing new partnerships and innovative approaches to ensure that every child in Ghana has the chance to contribute to a sustainable world.
Since we joined, we've embarked on a number of activities. And I remember one of the major things that we took so much interest in was separation of waste, because we noticed that in our community, waste is a major problem. So most of the gutters are choked with plastic waste especially. So we took that upon ourselves, and then we went around the community educating the people. And then based on that as well, in our school, we always make sure that we try to separate the plastic waste from all the other waste. So one of the major impacts, if you go to our preschool and then our lower primary especially, you'll notice that every single child has a reusable bottle. So it's one major thing that we did, where we educate our students that there's no need to buy water and then you have to always be throwing it away, but you can either get a bottle that you can always recycle, reuse. So when you go to our basic 1, basic 2, basic 3, that is one major feature, and I believe it's a very important thing that we've taught our children.
We put the children into eco school clubs. We have been able to use waste materials to create lovely things. For instance, we use a rubber sachet to create raincoats, to create bags, and we also taught them the use not to throw away used or spoiled things. Some of them are reusable. So that's the impact that Eco School has had on us as a school.
Eco Schools has been with us for a very long time, since the beginning of the school, or since when the school was established at the seashore. Eco Schools used to come around to give education of the environment to the kids. And then since we moved from the seashore to the main community or in the community, they have also been coming around. So I would say that eco schools have had a lot of great impact on the kids, especially on the fact that it has made them more conscious of the environment, and then it has drastically reduced how they litter around.
So where I would like to see eco schools in the next decade would be for it to be adopted in the manner that countries in the UK have adopted it. I would like to see eco schools adopted on a national scale in a manner that all our schools are eco schools.
One of the things that we are looking at in future is to see how lessons learned from here can be used as a case study to review the curriculum of the schools, especially on waste management and how to recycle waste, how to reuse waste, how to add value to waste in general, including plastic waste.
On the 8th of November 2024, Eco School Ghana celebrated its 10th anniversary with the theme, Celebrating 10 Years of Education for Sustainable Development. Where do we go from here? At Akosombo International School. AIS was the pioneer of this initiative in the country as Eco Schools in Ghana was launched in the school on July 18, 2014.
And for this, we say congratulations to Eco Schools. But where do we go from here? Eco Schools must try to recognize that the journey is not over. They have to be able to challenge the climate issues, biodiversity laws, and resource depletion. So we are saying that schools must embrace innovation and collaboration. We must also focus on our communities and engage them a bit more. Sustainable development is not just about what happens within our schools. It extends to our local community.
Also, the 10th anniversary was climaxed with its grand finale in Accra with the conference Future of Education for Sustainable Development at British Council on the 22nd of January 2025. The event saw some key stakeholders and partners of the program contributing to how best education for sustainable development can be inculcated in the Ghanaian education curriculum.
So since we now are celebrating 10 years, I want to give a big thanks to the stakeholders we have had all this time, particularly Akosombo International School, who has been a forerunner and a model for how we have developed the Eco School program to a local context. And then also other stakeholders like MESTI and new partners in the private sector that keeps adding to the development of the program so that it fits the purposes needed, whether it is in Tema or Tamale or a small community, a poor community, or the more international schools. That makes us see that the program itself is flexible, but it also shows that it has a purpose regardless of where we are or who we are.
Through Education for Sustainable Development and the Green Schools Partnership implemented through Eco Schools. Together, we can turn challenges into triumphs and inspire a generation to protect the planet we all call home. Here is to 10 years of Eco Schools Ghana and to many more years of positive impact ahead. Aiko.
Hooray!